welcome back to Visited by Voices Live. It's been a while, guys. It's been a busy month, and not just because it's October. And I want to thank everyone who hung on and sent messages making sure everything was okay on this side. Yeah, it's just life is wild. And that's kind of a little bit what I wanted to explore today with both Sam and Jonathan. How are you guys?
I'm well.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have some decorum? I'm afraid I've got some bad news. The bad news is I have to take off this rad jacket because it's hot as a crotch in this closet. So bear with me.
You're broadcasting from a closet?
Yes, I've always broadcasted from a closet, and I will probably do so until my pelvic floor falls out of my ass. And
Did
I'll
not
try
know
to
that.
save that for on camera, don't worry. But I will
That's,
take off the back of this jacket because it's very cool. So hopefully you can all see that. But it's like a Lady Grim Reaper riding a horse. Also has some very interesting English on the bottom.
So, guys, we always talk about, the horror genre as a place that reflects the real world anxieties of our society at any given time, blah, 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 right? But I don't know a single person who's into horror who doesn't have at least a small inclination towards true crime stories as well. It just seems to be part and parcel with the package, right? And everyone's going to have a different comfort level with this stuff. So what we're doing tonight, for everyone who tuned in thinking you were going to hear that I'd lost an eye, is that we're going to discuss some of the nastiest, worst stories that are in the news in recent days, and reflect on both the stories themselves, how they might relate to the genre, and whether every one of these perpetrators is actually wearing a hat the same way that Jonathan is.
Yes.
Doubtlessly.
It's a guarantee.
So let's start with this article from The Guardian, a newspaper from the UK that has been in business almost as long as America has been a country. The headline reads, "Man who put on fat suit disguise to throw acid on ex-girlfriend jailed."
Was he jailed in the fat suit?
No. That was my question too. Medical student Milan Rofe in prison for 15 years for doorstep attack that disfigured junior doctor Ryan. So he threw acid on his ex-girlfriend while disguised in a fat suit. The prosecutors told the court that he used padded clothing and makeup. He made himself to appear to be a black woman of large build. By the time of the attack at 4:15 p.m., he was dressed all in black and wearing a face mask, sunglasses, and a face visor.
Wait, was he wearing blackface?
No, he was wearing a face mask, a COVID mask, right?
Okay.
As sunglasses and a face visor. So apparently there's very little skin showing.
Weird.
But yeah, he shows up on her doorstep, hands her a note. When she looks down to read the note, he throws some sulfuric acid in her face, and in the guy who was next to her as well, because bonus points, I guess, for being more of a douche.
I mean, at least you're not douching with the acid.
Is that better or worse?
It's called dashing at that point.
Correct.
Dashing through the
Jonathan
snow?
Is correct.
It's the act of douching with acid.
Women don't like to talk about that very much, but so maybe don't reveal all of our secrets, okay?
Yes.
Well, it's kind of like how men don't discuss the fact that blue balls isn't a real thing.
No, it's not. It's perpetuated by the media.
Yeah, it's complete bullshit. But
My wife just sent me a text that said door dashing.
So what do you guys think? I mean, you open your door and your ex is out there dressed like an obese person of a different race and throwing acid at you.
All right, I understand this is probably not what happened, but in my mind, this person was wearing one of those inflatable sumo costumes.
I was thinking that too.
With
I
the
want to
little
know
fan
what
in
the
the
fat
butt.
suit looks like.
Yep. Wait, Lauren, what you sipping on there?
I'm drinking a Cheerwine Zero.
Cheerwine? I did not know they made Cheerwine Zero.
They make Cheerwine Zero. It was brought back from Virginia for me. See, everyone who cares about me eventually sends me, some form of diet beverage. I think that's a thing now. But this was actually handed off to me. This was only a 4-pack. They're not available apparently in anything but 4-packs and in glass for the Zero.
Huh.
So it's very good.
Never had Cheerwine myself.
They don't have Cheerwine in your neck of the woods?
They do. I always see it. It's just not something that interests me, I suppose.
It's like
Hey, they have Cheerwine Zero in cans.
Oh, well, maybe I was misinformed, but we don't have it at all here.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, it's a Coke product, I believe, but we don't have it here.
It looks very cokey.
Yeah, it's a cherry cola. Really, basically, it has a little bit different of a sweetener.
It can be ordered online. How about that?
See that?
All right.
I want
Sorry.
to know the attacks where it's like somebody gets soda thrown on them.
That doesn't sound like an attack. That sounds like courtship.
It's technically still assault.
No,
I mean,
I wouldn't report it.
I mean, it's not acid level assault. I don't know. I mean, if I got acid thrown on me by an ex, I'd probably be like pissed off and then go running and then feel the acid burning my skin like while I'm in the act of running to go beat the shit out of them. That would be my luck.
I just lay there and take it. That's usually what acid does to me.
Damn it.
I get very lethargic after aciding.
Damn it. I walked into that one.
I think it's one of those things, though. It's like you open the door, your ex is out there dressed as another person, handing you a note. And don't you feel on one level, though, after that, you have the best story ever? Like, and no matter who you decide to date yet next, your parents can't give you bullshit.
I mean, true. I mean,
there's no point where dad is going to say, you should have stayed with Milad. We liked Milad. He was good. It's just not going to happen.
Pass it on me, Dad. I don't know. I mean, like, my last ex-boyfriend before I got married, he cheated on me with a hooker in Mexico when he was down there for a wrestling event because he thought that the cartel was going to like shoot him if he didn't have sex with this hooker. And I'm not making that up.
That is an excuse I would go
Y'all
for.
go say hi to the Great Scott for me, and if you see him on Twitter, okay?
I would just remind you that no form of blue balls is real. We're going back to that.
I mean, he did say that they had given him Spanish fly, but whatever. I'm not saying nothing. It's over. And now it got awkward.
It did get very awkward.
I'm just saying, it's like, I don't know. I've got some pretty, like, if I go back through my dating history and I look at my exes, I'm like, what the fuck was wrong with me? I mean, there's a lot wrong with me. The fact that, like, I am married to a guy who's, like, normal and kind and, like, just weird like me, but, not a sociopath. It's kind of astounding.
Everyone is a sociopath.
Such a pessimist.
So on the scumbag scale of 1 to 10 here, with say, I don't know, Michael Jackson coming in at a number 9 on the scumbag scale, where would you put our friend Milad?
Compared to Michael J. Jesus.
Compared to Michael J. Fox? What?
No.
Well, who's higher than Michael Jackson? Are we talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Definitely. Or
Jeffrey Epstein's like a 10 or 11 at least.
Or Weinstein, right?
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's man, you're putting me in a difficult position here because I'm not trying to downplay acid, but they're also still like worse. I'm gonna put it like probably a 7.5.
What do you think?
Like, you do have the good story. Plus, he had to dress in a fat suit to do this, which is hilarious.
He was like 007 acid thrower.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jonathan?
I'm going with a 10.
Straight up 10.
Worse than Michael Jackson? Ooh.
Because I mean, if I know anything about the world, is that this is a classic way to make a supervillain. So this is just the beginning.
What would the supervillain name be?
I don't know. I mean, Joker fell into some acid, right? And so
It was nuclear. Well, it was more like nuclear waste, but.
And
I
in the
mean,
case of
I
the
don't know.
Jared Leto Joker, we wish he just dissolved completely.
it'd been nice.
Well, on that note, should we move on to the next story? Because I do have one, but this is one that Laundry actually mentioned. And, I had gone and looked this up, and I told you about it, Lauren. This is a San Antonio story. This one actually is from newsforsanantonio.com, so it's reputable. Woman dismembered while alive and killed after disrespecting fiance's name. So that doesn't sound impressive when you just by the headline. But apparently, this gal was dismembered while alive, and then they found her body on South WW White Road, which is, it's like, oh, Jesus, of course it's on WW White. You don't go over in that neighborhood. But the thing is, they found her with her hands cut off. And later her hands were found in a crock pot.
Was the crock pot on?
Was it on low or high? Because I'm thinking hands, you could probably go 20 hours low and it'd be a good barbecue.
Yeah, I'm just like, what? Did you just, I feel like this is quintessential San Antonio laziness. It's like, you chop the hands off, and that's it's a lot of work just to do that. And you're thinking, I know, I'm just going to cook her in a crock pot until there's nothing left, right? And, points are maybe a good idea, but then it's just he got tired, and it's now we'll just do the hands, and I'll just dump the body somewhere. Just laziness. Yep.
So what would you have preferred to have ended up in the crock pot?
I mean, well, one, it's you're going to need several crock pots. If that's how you're going to dispose of the body. But I also don't know how you're supposed to go about, breaking down a body in a crock pot. I don't know what's best to start with.
See, I didn't read the crock pot as a way to get rid of anything, though. Because,
yeah, I don't know.
You can't slow cook anybody away. Jeffrey Dahmer surely would have tried.
I think we're glossing over the important thing here. It was just like the words passersby. I think the plural of crock pot is probably crock's pot.
Crock's pot? Crock pots.
Why not crock pots?
Crock-a-pie.
Well.
Crock-a-pie.
Yeah.
All right. All in favor of crock-a-pie.
So what do you think the plan was for the hands? I mean,
that's what I'm not sure about. I mean, maybe they were like, oh, well, if I cut her hands off, they won't be able to identify her without any fingerprints. And that sounds like San Antonio logic.
That worked in 1974.
Oh, dude, how anybody ever got caught for murder before 1980 is beyond me. Because all you had to do is leave. That was your master plan. You just walked away.
Everyone that was caught was getting caught because they all had real motives back then. Now no one needs a real motive. It's just someone insulted you while you were playing Xbox.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little bit harder to prosecute without the DNA. So they needed the DNA.
Yeah, I think we always fascinate over. Oh, that's not a word. Anyways, but anyway,
fascinate is a word.
Yeah.
All right, fuck it. I still don't think I used it in the correct context. But over Jeffrey Dahmer and John Wayne Gacy, and these are all the bad ones though. Every one of them got caught. They all suck at it.
Those are the good serial killers.
No, I'm just saying as far as if you're gonna go Hall of Fame, right? It's the ones we don't know about. Yeah, exactly. These guys are bottom run, right? They got caught. There's the ones that don't get caught. Now that's the scary thing.
So the problem is they're not thinking these things through. They're just making really poor decisions in the moment. Really poor decisions.
Right? Yes. There is a Dexter style serial killer out there right now. Just
oh, there's got to be several.
And he's probably, they might be watching this right now. I mean, good job.
Mr.
Buddy.
Sam is downstairs.
Like, but yeah, it's gonna happen. I think it's providing important moral nuance to serial killers.
I think that the reality is that there are real life serial killers. We just call them bouncers because
Like
those guys are not
bouncers?
right. Yeah, or people who bowl a little too often. You know?
Oh, I feel attacked by this.
How often do you bowl?
I bowled in leagues in high school like all the time.
That was your first misstep, miss.
It's fine. My knees are shot from bowling in retail, so it's like I can't like try and run and chase anybody to kill him. I'm gonna have to leave a banana peel on like the ground and hope for the best. That's the most creative I'm getting.
Jonathan, did you have a story to share?
I do. By the way, most of this shit was just depressing. Like, I just got to point that out. Like, I was like, holy shit, this world blows.
I only share the happiest websites with my close friends.
Yeah. I was like, wow, man, that's bad. Anyways, this one got me. Headline is men shocked to find naked body in trunk of free car they took for a spin. After finding a car with the sign that read free car on it with the keys inside, two men decided to take it for a ride. What they did not expect was to find a body without any clothes on in the trunk of the car. I want to point out from this first line, whoever wrote this was very disturbed by the fact that it was a naked dead body. Forget the fact that this is a dead person in the back of this car. They're naked. That's the worst part to this person.
Why are you... How do you just, get the free car? Is it just sort of like, hey, I'm trying to offload this car? I mean, also, you're not signing the title over? What is going on?
Exactly.
That already sounds thinking.
The car was registered to the dead guy. And yeah, so yeah, if you see free car, it turns out there might be a catch.
I wonder how long it took them to
shocking.
open the trunk, though. Like, did it start to smell? Is that when they figured
Was
it
there
out?
a stank? Was there a stank?
Yeah. Also, can you get that stank out? Because I don't think regular Febreze is going to do it.
No, you can just, like, from what I understand, like from Goodfellas, you can just fucking turn a hose on the inside of a car and it'll be good.
But there's upholstery. I mean, it's like if you smoke in a car over like years, and it's that cloth upholstery, even in the carpets, it's gonna smell. I'm sorry, my inner Virgo is acting up because we like things clean. You have to excuse me.
Do you have an outer Virgo as well?
I mostly have an outer Aries. My moon sign's in Aries, so I'm a very bitchy perfectionist that doesn't have time to like screw around. Like, it's got to get done now and it's got to get done right. I'm like the worst combination.
Nah, you're not a perfectionist. Don't worry about it.
Yes, I am. Don't see, you can't even argue with me because I'm just going to be like, yes, I am a perfectionist. Don't disagree with me. Virgos are always right.
We have a discussion going on in the chat about people who choose a stranger who chooses to sit right beside you at a movie theater.
Well, that is disturbing, but I'm actually not as bothered by that as when they sit and were immediately in front or behind me. In front is just rude, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm 5'5". There's a good chance you're going to block my entire view of the screen, even if it's a sloped screen.
Thought about getting a booster seat.
And immediately behind me makes me think you're going to do something to the back of my head and think I'm not going to notice.
This is why I always sit in
That's some kind of Harvey Keitel, Nicole Kidman type thing.
Dude, this is why I always sit in like the last row. And Mr. Sam thinks I'm insane. Because I always want to sit in the last row on the very end.
No, I never want to sit in the end.
So next article. Wendy's manager pours hot oil over customer after cold food complaint.
Oh my God, the Wendy's. What is going on with Wendy's?
Yeah, I'm not going to say he's right, but all I'm saying is I know where he's coming from.
A Tennessee Wendy's manager has been arrested after he allegedly poured hot oil over a customer who complained his food was cold.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I get where he's coming from here. I mean, it's going to be hard for me to demonize this guy.
Do you remember when that old veteran shot that guy in the movie theater because he wouldn't stop talking during the trailers?
No, but I get that as well.
I remember everyone was angry at me because I was like, I can see that.
I get it.
I understand that more than I understand road rage. The beaver made me do it.
I mean, hey, God damn it. Now I lost my train of thought.
America.
So, I mean, I didn't. God damn it, Lauren. That's not helping. No. So, I mean, I've worked retail and, customer service enough. So it's like, yes, I understand your inner rage. We also know, but I've not really done much in the way of food service for the most part. Like touches here and there. But, like I worked in the Target snack bar and I worked at Hometown Buffet briefly. But that's it. I can see you at the
Target snack bar.
Hmm?
Hawking pretzels?
No, Hawking burgers.
They have burgers at Target?
That we used to make burgers, but that was like back in 2003. It's been a minute. But I mean, like, I feel like food service workers have it a lot harder than like probably retail and customer service. Just because you have to like have that food ready to go very quick. It's got to be fresh. People are hungry. That makes them angry. Then they get bitchy if you don't have everything like ready, like right on time. I just need to know what's going on with Wendy's because I have a Wendy's article too, which like, there it is. Worker at Wendy's on LSU campus arrested after allegedly pulling gun on customer. I mean, okay.
Where did that happen?
The LSU campus in Louisiana.
Yeah, so that's the Keith Johnson story.
A Johnson in Louisiana committing a crime.
Oh man. So I think the deal is that it's like the mismatched reputation of Wendy's food to the reality is finally catching up with them, and they can't take the stress.
Dude, I hate Wendy's.
I don't think Wendy's is good, but you always hear people say, "Oh, it's better than McDonald's and Burger King." I'm like,
it's not hard to do though. Like it doesn't make.
I don't think it even does that though.
I used to think that there was a point in time where I thought the Wendy's was like a tier above, and it's not that way anymore. The town that I work in, there's like a Wendy's. That's it. So I've eaten more Wendy's than anybody on the planet, and I can tell you it's not good.
That's so weird to me that you only have Wendy's.
I'm sorry, there is a Subway as well, but
Subway. So Subway's I've gone to war with Subway more times than you can count because they put one layer of meat between bread and call it a sandwich.
Yeah.
That is very true. That's why I
keep taking shit away too. Every time I go in there, there's less shit. I'm like, I just figured out how to make an edible thing here, and you took half of it away.
I know I am a Wendy's stan. It's like Whataburger and then Chick-fil-A and then Wendy's.
Oh, I thought you were trying to tell me that Wendy's was like Whataburger. I was gonna be like, first of all, shut your mouth, okay?
No,
Whataburger is my jam.
Hell yeah! I mean,
I'm going to Nashville exclusively to eat at Whataburger.
I approve of this. We all applaud this effort because like I've literally gone. Okay, well I went to Corpus Christi with some friends like again, long time ago. We were actually going down there to go to a few places. The first one being Captain Falcon Park. Yes, that exists in Corpus Christi.
That's a disturbing thing by itself.
It's a real thing. I took a picture with the sign. I no longer have the picture, but that picture exists online. And then the other one was to go to like the original Whataburger down there. I don't think we made it there though. So the intent was there. So of course, like I will not shit on you going to Tennessee for Whataburger ever.
It's so good, dude. It's like my favorite part of going to Florida is I get to hit like 6 Whataburgers on the way.
So, but like, okay. Do you have like the Whataburger ketchup in grocery stores?
No.
Oh, you are deprived. I didn't think so, but I was like...
Like I said, Nashville is the closest Whataburger, and it's not open yet.
God, I can't believe they made it that far up.
I'm ready. Like, bring it to Kentucky.
You're going to have to stream that shit.
I love it so much. It doesn't take much to make Jonathan happy, folks.
Good fries and chicken.
Sorry, I sound terrible, by the way. I'm getting over strep throat.
Ugh.
Why'd you get strep throat?
I wasn't doing anything on Tuesday, so I was like, let's try this out.
I'm wondering if we've all been away from people for so long that we're going to get everything now.
I'm blaming it on my appendix. I think my appendix was keeping me safe from all this shit, and then they took it.
They took it.
It's where all the good bacteria was.
Just in your appendix.
Yes, I had like the best appendix, and they just took
Everyone
it from
says so.
Yeah, you ask anyone about my appendix.
Everyone agrees. Jonathan has the best appendix.
Ask my doctor. It's the best appendix. Biggest he's ever seen. That's why they took it.
Oh my god.
Oh god. I mean, I've had allergies more than anything else here.
You had a stroke because I did that chip challenge with you, homie.
Oh, I forgot you did that.
Yeah, Dan just said he was lucky I didn't have to do it, but he was there just like he was convulsing. I don't think he noticed I was there.
Huh. Did we all wait, you weren't on the chip challenge or you were?
I was. I was on it.
I don't remember. Maybe I tuned in late.
You are all on my screen. You were all the way on the left in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
My cat is changing the lighting in the room. I appreciate that.
I see that. She just wanted to mix it up.
Yeah, she's European, so.
Is that a line 6 amp in the back?
It is a line 6 amp in the back.
You
know what I use it for?
What?
I'm intention. Anytime I want to play something that sounds blown out. So, like, if you want to play some MC5 or some Stooges, it's great.
Okay, I was about to say, you didn't strike me as a line 6 kind of person.
No, I mean, I don't know if you can see. No, you can't see. It's too dark. But that's my Fender modeling amp. That's what I use for most everything. I'm not a tube guy. I don't give a shit.
I don't either. But I'm sorry. I didn't mean to derail the stream. I'm just like looking at shit. Yeah, I'm just looking at shit in your room and I'm like, that's a nifty thing. Tell me about it.
They're great value for. I mean, again, I consider myself to be like a bullshit guitarist. So it's like if you just want something to slam around and make some noise with, don't spend the money for something terribly expensive. You know.
Oh yeah.
But I'll tell you what you want to see the best amp I've ever owned. I'm not kidding.
Really?
So, bought it because I was, deployed for work for 3 months in that hotel in Egg Harbor, right? Mm-hmm. And I bought this little amp, figured whatever. I brought a guitar down. I've never changed the batteries in it.
Oh, wow.
That was 4 years ago now.
Wow.
And surprising, a lot of sound. And it actually does some basic effects. There's delay and EQ in it. So I'm pretty happy.
Not bad.
The Fender's actually dying, but I loved it while it was
I have
going.
multiple Fender amps, man. They're fantastic.
Yeah. Their pricing is decent, too.
Mm. The first half stack I got was a Fender 100 half stack. It sounded great.
And Sam's saying, I don't want to be a part of this conversation at all.
Sorry, like I said,
can we talk about the
eyes glaze? Honestly, I mean, like my eyes glaze over when it's like we're talking about amps and guitars because I'm just like, I don't know anything. I don't know what y'all are talking. It's like foreign language to me. It's already bad enough when anybody starts talking music around me, and I'm like, I'm not gonna understand 90% of this conversation.
I'm trying to help you on that front. I sent you a link the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe yesterday.
I actually played the warning for Mr. Sam today when we were on the way to go get stuff at Home Depot. And it was awesome. And he was totally into it. So I liked it a lot. Disciple, if anybody wants to check that out on YouTube, it was a really good way to start a Saturday afternoon. That all scratched all the right itches. Just exactly the kind of rock I like.
Scratch.
Did we all just freeze for a moment, or did
there it went.
I have a stroke?
Jonathan, what did you do?
I don't know, man. I'm so like PTSD'd off trying to get on StreamYard. The people at like the little StreamYard chat are like, "Fuck this guy again."
Wow. I'm wondering.
I'm terrified now. Like, is it? Yeah. Am I gonna get it? Am I gonna start freezing?
Yep, exactly. It's a pandemic. Like COVID is somehow like mutated, and this
StreamYard has caught computers.
The COVID. Exactly. This is how, and like we're in close contact now, so you'll get it now, and you'll get viral. You'll get e-COVID.
It sounds like it should be like a dating website. It's just like finding other people that have COVID and just hooking up with them.
Yeah, exclusively for COVID. Mandatory
it's like all the people that used to work for Ashley Madison are like, wait, this might save us.
Yeah, you're required to keep 6 inches away from your partner. Not 6 feet. See,
yeah.
See what I did there?
You're making a penis joke.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Now, wiener jokes are always fun.
Anyways, so Sam, do you have another article for us?
Let me see what I got. I had a couple of them over here.
No rock music. I don't have the COVID.
Let's see. Tennessee Dollar General Clerk shot in the face over Halloween candy. Can we please leave the dollar store employees alone?
Yeah,
I love the Dollar General.
I prefer Family Dollar because there used to be there was a Family Dollar next to or near the one of the last few apartment complexes back that I lived in, and I would walk over there all the time just to pick stuff up. I mean, everybody was cool over there, but it's like I walked over there one time, their doors just fucking busted open, like it just fucking shattered, and it's just like fucking a board in front of it, and I'm like, holy crap! And I mean, this was just business as usual on that side.
I don't like Family Dollar. Family Dollar is what Dollar General was in the 90s.
I obviously have many feelings on this subject. And I'm in a much better place now, so life is good.
Yeah. Anyways, I like DG. That's all I was trying to say. Fantastic cheesecake.
I would say you should not really buy food from either place.
I don't know, man. They got a cheesecake at Dollar General that is crazy good.
Oh my god. Okay. One time I went and I was, I needed to make something quick for dinner. Went over to Family Dollar. They had some of that Eckrich sausage that's already pre-cooked. I went and I got it, and it had one of those little the thing that makes the little metal detector go off. It had one of those stickers on it, and they had to scan it. It was like a $3 sausage. I'm like,
I've never heard of anybody having to it had to be like a high shrink item sausage. Like they had to have a meeting about it. Like we're gonna have to tag the sausage.
Everything is a high shrink item at Family Dollar.
Yes, this is correct. But I found a lot of stuff that was on clearance, like really good, like really low price. Sometimes you have some really good luck playing the clearance game, and that's kind of one of the things I liked about it. Also, everybody was really nice. You see the same people every couple of days, and you end up striking conversations, asking how their day is, and finding out about their lives, and I like that about San Antonio. But I just think it's like, guys, please be nice to your retail salespeople, especially with Black Friday coming up. Please don't be a fucking dickbag.
Yeah, definitely you want to put yourself in their shoes. Not literally because their shoes are fun, but because they're sweating in them from all the work they do that you don't appreciate.
It's true.
It is true.
Wait, I'm sorry. There's a combo Family Dollar Dollar Tree.
It is the same company.
Yes.
Jeez, what in the fucking honey boo boo is that shit all about?
That's probably the future of that company, is to combine the red and green banners.
I used to work at Best Buy as well, Ben.
You see, there's certain things I never wanted to work at a Best Buy after the real record stores were gone, right? Because I obviously did that for 13 years, but it would be too depressing for me. And then I never wanted to work in bookstores because I never wanted to resent books, which I think you end up resenting anywhere you work if you work there long enough. So,
dude, that Best Buy discount was just too good, man. I still kind of want to work there like seasonally.
Just wait till the economy collapses and just buy everything real cheap.
That's a legit thing. I
mean, if money has a meaning, it has any meaning after that.
Yeah, really. I mean, I got gas today in Pennsylvania, which I prefer because I get to pump it myself then, because Jersey can't do it. And I watched those numbers twirl and it was like 2002 flashbacks all over again.
I know. I was feeling that too. I was feeling a lot of like 2008 flashbacks myself.
That's where we're heading.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's like right around here, I think I saw gas at 285 or 289 when we were driving by. And gas is usually cheaper down here because oil fields. So.
Yeah, I paid $3.15 today.
Ooh.
Well, $3.15.9999999.
God, you remember right there at the beginning of the pandemic when gas, like they were just giving it away? We don't have any room for this shit. Can y'all buy 1 gallon, get 1 gallon free?
Mm-hmm. Those are the days. Well, I think that was actually more depressing than most of these stories.
It really is, honestly.
It's kind of just like watching the economy slowly die and just being like, well, at some point they're going to take it off life support.
I'm ready.
Do you think it's just people weren't working and they realized they weren't going to die from not working? So it's like, no, we're not going back.
I don't know what the fuck's going on with all that, dude. I literally don't. I don't know how there is so many jobs open right now. Like, I don't get it. What were we doing before?
Did the proletariat finally rise up and nobody told us? Did they figure out, oh, we can just wait it out? They actually can't do our jobs without us or do work without us. Oh, must be nice.
So Ben, I am going to point out that is actually simple assault, and you should have gotten that guy throwing the pokey for the night.
Indeed.
Yeah. There's always cops at my Best Buy.
Nico, you are more than in a Halloween Kills spoiler-free zone. You are in a Halloween Kills free zone.
This is correct. I'm fine with this.
I did see Lamb yesterday, and that's what people should be going and checking out.
Yeah. I'm
looking forward to that.
I've been catching up on some Frank Henenlotter all week.
Ooh,
bad biology?
I haven't made it to Bad Biology yet. I watched Basket Case 1, 2, and 3.
Wow.
And then Frankenhooker. And what was the other one?
Brain Damage?
No.
Oh, Brain Damage is the best of the bunch.
I've never seen Brain Damage. I need to get it.
Oh, it's by far the best of the bunch. You should check that out. I'm not a huge Frankenhooker fan.
I enjoyed it. Like, it kind of abruptly ends, though. Like, that was the problem I had with it. Like, it's just like, okay, movie's over now. So, go to fuck on.
Are you trying to rally like a Frankenhooker too? What?
No. It was just like that's the end of the fucking movie. See y'all.
Hey, like it's kind of just it's like let it just be there in the annals of cinema history.
Oh, and I watched Intruder. Oh, it was so good. I've never seen that before.
The bandsaw scene is classic.
Yes. I enjoyed it very much.
I'm not sure if that's a movie that needs to be on Blu-ray though.
Intruder?
Yeah. It looks great. I mean, Synapse did it though. Like Don May can make anything look good.
Yeah. I kind of wonder if he gets hold of the Zapruder film, if we can figure out what really happened.
That'd be the guy. Like, it takes him like 4 years to do a movie. So.
And look what he chooses to do. It's amazing.
Even Curtains looks good.
I love the ice skating scene in Curtains so much, and I love the final chase through the house with all the in jokes because the movie decides to be funny.
I really like Curtains, dude. I don't know how that one flew under my radar.
That's good.
I love Canadian slashers, man. They're great.
Canadian films always are wonderfully just off enough, but they're still culturally like America. So you watch me like
ever so different.
Yeah, it's like the needle skipped just one time, and the song's completely different.
And I'll tell you what else I watched last night. I watched the second Escape Room movie.
Oh,
I love those movies, man.
It's the same as the first film, but you liked it, right? That's right. How I like those movies too. I mean, they're dumb as hell, right?
Yeah, but like I know what I'm going into, right?
Right.
It was good. It was fun. Like they remind me of Cube, which I love Cube.
Cube's awesome.
Yeah, I would love to see something done with that franchise too.
I actually had a fan theory that these are prequels to Cube. So,
that would be great.
What the fuck? Now I actually am. I'm actually now interested in seeing Escape Room.
It's a fun flick. Both of them are just a ton of fun.
Yeah, I mean, we're being careful here because they're not great cinema, and they're great at what they are. Right? Yeah. The way that the early Purge movies were great for what they were until they turned to complete shit.
Yeah. Oh, of course, Dan. Cube is the better movie, clearly. But there ain't nothing wrong with Escape Room. It was a good time. Me and the wife watched it, had a couple laughs, kept me entertained. That's all I ask.
Uh-oh. What happened to Lauren?
Dan, what do you think of the two Cube, the I guess the one Cube sequel and the prequel?
The light actually melted my gel.
Oh man, is that because the cat was pushing on it?
Yeah.
Oh man, she's really not happy with your lighting.
Give me another second. Talk amongst yourself.
So Sam, I definitely suggest watching Escape Room.
Okay, I mean, all I can hear is just noise coming from the I did see, what was it? It was Hypercube was the sequel to Cube, right? And then Cube Zero?
And then Cube Zero.
Okay.
Which are both way worse.
Yeah, they are. I liked Cube. So, I don't know. I should go back. I mean, I always will watch Cube if it's, when it was on TV. If it showed up, I'd sit down and watch it. But I hardly ever got around to Hypercube or Cube Zero more than once.
No.
Those I had to rent, and then I just hardly ever saw those.
Dan, did you say the Cube remake?
What the fuck?
There's a Cube
remake? This. Oh, God.
I remember Hypercube being the worst of the bunch, though.
Oh, it's a Japanese movie.
Oh. Weird. It is part of the Cube film series. It's coming out on October 22nd. That's amazing.
I will be watching that.
I'm down. That sounds cool.
You can watch that in the direct to sci-fi produced Slumber Party Massacre remake.
Do what? That's a thing too?
That's a real thing that's happening this month.
All right, here's the deal. I'm in. But then you have to have the killer from Slumber Party Massacre 2 with the guitar.
Unfortunately, no. It's a remake of the first film. My problem with it is it's direct to basic cable, right?
Yeah. So how sanitized?
How's that gonna work?
I just hope they make it really woke, because I think that would be an excellent choice for the Slumber Party Massacre remake. I really hope that's the right direction.
Maybe somebody can tell them a feminist directed the first movie.
Yeah.
Oh. I actually don't know anything about the director of the first movie, so I'm going to withhold my comments.
Well, I don't know. I feel like we've gotten to the point where they're trying to mine everything that has any IP value in the genre.
Oh yeah, and they're running out, man, fast.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the House remake. Like that's got to be on the horizon.
Well, I'd be down for that. I mean, I love the original House, and I love Horror Show, the third film. The other two
Horror Show, gotta see it.
The second film is fun in a very dumb sort of way.
Is that the one where it's like his grandpa is?
Yeah,
he digs him up or whatever. Yeah.
it's a kids' film. I mean, that's what it is. It's just a weird ass kids' film. The fourth film is just bad. It's made for cable real cheaply. Makes no sense. William Catt is in it for like 3 minutes. But I'd be down for more house stories because it's basically an anthology anyway. So that's cool. I'd love a horror show sequel, but everyone's dead except for Lance Hendrickson. So,
I don't think I've seen that.
Jake, you know what? We don't always agree, sir, but when we agree hardcore. Horror show is Shocker done right because Shocker's a piece of shit and horror show.
I like Shocker.
Shocker's good. I love Shocker.
I too.
It's again, it's the hot mess. It's the party goblin that you want to go hang out with and get drunk with. Like, Shocker is ridiculous.
Yeah, I love how hard it's trying. Like, it's like, this is going to be a franchise. We can feel it.
I know, and it's just like, they just going balls out with it and fine with it. So it's so fun.
I don't know. I don't like that movie.
It's not for everybody, but you know what? Differing opinions.
Nothing's for everybody. Ben Grimm is correct. Hauzu is great. If you have not seen Hauzu,
HBO Max list.
Holy hell! The white cat, amazing. Vomits up blood, fills a room, amazing. Maybe a piano eats a girl. Could happen. You don't know.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind a J-horror comeback, just no J-horror remakes.
No American J-horror.
That's what I mean. Yeah, American J-horror remakes.
Because even when they don't absolutely fuck it up, there's no point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys watch Squid? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, just see if either of you guys have watched Squid Game because it's like blowing up right now.
No, I'm just it's one of those things that, it's like the milk crate challenge. I'm like, it's the what? And then it disappeared. And then it's like, it's Squid Games, and I'm like, it's the what? And then that's everything right now for me in pop culture. It's just blanket on it.
Yeah, it's evidently it's good. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
It looks like some of those people are wearing costumes that look like they came out of The Void, that movie.
Yeah.
So I was like, is this kind of like The Void? Maybe?
S'mores Indoors commentary over The Void tonight, 10 p.m.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Very cool.
I'll be in bed, so I'm not going to be watching.
I don't think I'll make it either. I got to take some medicines. So.
You take medicines anyway, though. So how's that different from any other night?
No. They got me on prescription cough medicine. It knocks me out.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm on that good shit with the codeine.
Yeah, get that lean. You down there from Texas, you know what I'm talking about. Got a purple Sprite.
Yep.
By the way, I want to thank everyone who didn't watch my signed books video because it's the worst performing video in, I think, the channel's history. So thank you for that.
It's got like 69 views, which is pretty nice.
Yeah. So either everybody go watch it or nobody. Because we can't ruin that.
Pretty much. I'm getting clear signals that books are not okay.
Next time, burn them. You'll get more views.
Oh man, I will show you though. Here you go. This is the one that I was searching for that I didn't find in time for that video. The great Richard Matheson's collection, Shock 3.
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
So if you're a classic Twilight Zone fan, all of your favorite episodes were written by Richard Matheson. All of them. Yes.
Huh. It don't get much better than the original Twilight Zone, buddy.
It doesn't. It was him and Jeffrey Beaumont were the two guys who were pretty much responsible for everything. And if you want to check out Burn Witch Burn, that film, it's kind of collaboration between the two of them. So if you're a classic Twilight Zone fan, that movie is like Nirvana that no one knows about.
I'll tell you something I never watched before, but I'm excited to see is Night Gallery. I just saw where they're releasing that for Kino.
Yeah. one of the best Lovecraft adaptations ever. They did 2 episodes based on Lovecraft. They did Cool Air, which is very good, and they did they did a kind of sanitized version of Rats in the Walls, which is also very good.
I think that's also where The Hippie Goes to Hell, which is like one of my favorite anthology horror.
You know, Rod Serling was not a brilliant writer himself. Some of his episodes are some of the worst Twilight Zone and Night Galleries, but he had such a passion for the actual pulp horror scene and pulp fantasy scene that he always gave great writers work. And I think that's kind of like something we don't talk about with him. People just talk about his like being the guy who introduced the shows, but he was performing that role as an editor pretty brilliantly.
Oh yeah.
So, I know we have since moved on to other things, but I did find one other excellent news story.
Take us out with it.
Kelvin Simpson manipulated and rubbed his penis on victim's car.
Yeah, how you like that shit? Huh? Yeah, how about that?
He's lucky it wasn't cold out, like really cold. Could have ended much worse for him.
Wow. Wait, was the kid that got his tongue stuck to the pole in A Christmas Story the one that ended up being a porn star later?
He is.
It all came full circle, jerk.
Zing.
I know. I mean, if there was ever a time for a dope parking sign. Rubbing and manipulating your penis on a car. Yep.
That's what I do on Thursdays.
There we go.
All right. Well, guys, this was fun. Let us know out there in the chat if you enjoy us talking about real crime stories, that absurd, nasty, horrible crime stories. We'd love to do more if you're interested, and if you're not interested, I'll always put up some more signed books of videos that you won't watch. So these are your choices in life. Use your roadmaps appropriately. If you know anyone who you think would enjoy the content we make here on Visited by Voices, please send them our way. The channel is growing. We're like at 715 subscribers or something.
I was really surprised at that. I was like, oh.
Yeah. So we only want people who are really interested in it. I don't want to put out some video that just gets a bunch of people that really won't care. But if you do know people that you think would be appropriate for the community, send them our way. We would love to open the door and usher them inside. Jonathan, besides not doing the commentary that you were contractually obligated to do tonight, what else do you got going on?
Man, not a lot. I'm gonna start doing some more stuff on my own channel as well. I mean, just like some pre-recorded stuff, not necessarily live or anything. Just physical media stuff. Just kind of back to the basics.
Sam, what's going on?
Well, I am contractually obligated, to watch all of the Halloween films before Halloween Kills drops. So that's what I'm doing. I'm on 3 right now, which I'm just, it's like, oh, this is nice. It's really nice.
It would have done a lot better if it was just called Season of the Witch.
I don't give a shit. I mean, come on. I mean, there's a commercial for Halloween in Season of the Witch. Technically, Michael Myers is in Season of the Witch.
It's only going to get worse from here, by the way.
I know. I mean, honestly, we had some issues with the DVD for Halloween 2018, so we're only halfway through that.
That's okay.
I kind of hate Laurie Strode. Like, I really, I was never really big on her, but man, 2018 is really making me dislike her. I don't know. After I get through everything, kind of take a bigger picture into it, maybe I'll just do a rant about how Laurie sucks.
Yeah, well,
I'm sure everybody would love to hear that.
That's something I'm going to do a video on Scream Factory sucking. By the way, that's coming out sometime earlier this week. That's what I forgot. But how bad Scream Factory sucks. And people are going to hate me. So
cool.
Oh, I'll watch it.
Excellent. So I'm sure you've noticed that there's been less live content on this channel in the last few weeks. That's not going to change in the immediate coming weeks, despite my best efforts. But there will be some recorded content every week to make sure that you're getting at least something out there. And no, it won't be books, because I know how you guys feel about that. However, if you do want to leave comments under these videos about what you'd like to see on the channel, we'll consider them, or at least point and snicker. And definitely stay tuned, because we will be having some guests coming up a little bit, probably towards the end of the year, working on a few exciting things that I think you all will enjoy. Any final words from any of you?
No, I chugged this. Well, I didn't chug this can of Mountain Dew, but I did have this can of Mountain Dew Voodoo, which is delicious. Not getting paid for this. And I'm just really disappointed in myself that I didn't have any belches to provide to the audience. So please tune in next time, and I will actually chug the Mountain Dew on camera, and then I will give you an excellent burp.
I don't know how to follow that. So have a good night, guys.
Yeah, I love it.
We can do it.
You okay, buddy?
You know, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff.
Either way.
Do it if you like.
Nature.
Take a look.
Burn my skin. Futzed around in the water. Driftwood all over the beaches.